Okay, we're live. Happy New Year, everyone, to the 3 or so people who are here. Welcome
Three
to
most loyal fans.
welcome to the third part of the SAC ROM hack stream. God, what a shitty year so far. Happy New Year.
10 days.
Yeah, God, it feels like it's been so long. So we were out for 2 weeks. Sorry we missed you. Partly just busy for holiday stuff, and oh man, my mic is loud. Partly just busy for holiday stuff, and partly I was sick some days with various things. It's not been great. It hasn't been terrible though. So
I've mostly.
what, celebrating holidays? Family?
Yeah, and just slowly losing my mind in the cubicle.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Satya. I'm just gonna call you Satya if that's okay. I'm not gonna say Satya. Satya. Yeah, but I'm excited to have. We'll aim for another 3-hour stream. Relax, play through Shinra Building, maybe get a little further. We'll see. Maybe we could pick up the pace. I don't know. Should we be voicing every single little bit of dialogue from the main characters even?
Well, what you gotta do is unlock and prove yourself as the greatest FF7 speedrunner of all time.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Finish the rest of the game in the next 3 hours.
Right. I saw
disc one skip.
I saw there was a guy doing 100% speed runs. I'm like, how the hell does that work? Because I think he finished at like 19 hours something. I don't know if he did it in one sitting. It's insane.
Their standard for 100% probably isn't quite what yours would
be. But I mean, just the fact that you're playing a 20-hour run. Can you take breaks? Can you like?
I think.
How would they verify that?
I think. I don't know about the FF7 100% run, but other runs that are really long, you can like take a 10-hour break halfway through usually.
Like Animal Crossing ones, yeah. I saw there was a New Horizons speedrun and it's like 2 months long or something. Yeah. Okay, we'll wait a few more. We'll wait till 1 o'clock, another 5 minutes before starting. Let us know how the audio is so far. Here, I'll load up the game so we have some BGM. I always forget to actually look at RetroArch application instead of my OBS screen. Audio seems fine. Good. All right. Yeah. Let us know if the game audio is too high or too low. Last time I listened back over the stream and the game audio was way too low. And we had just had it like that the whole time. And also, either my voice, I think Odie's voice was too low last time. Sorry, I'm just moving the screen.
It's a really big checkpoint.
Big checkpoint?
Like, look at it compared to Cloud.
Oh, yeah. I guess there are different sizes on different maps, right?
Probably just this one, because the camera is so pulled back.
Mm-hmm. Cap lag seems okay. Okay, good. I have the BGM, or, you know, the game audio higher than I did last time right now, so. Didn't know you did streams. I love your videos. Some really niche content about FF7, but it's excellent. Thanks for all your hurt. Thank you very much, Jumper Not. I'm glad you like it. Definitely niche. That's, you know, can't really help it. That's just how where the direction our brains go.
Well, the genre video that's like FF7 full story explained or Sephiroth Origins explained is already pretty saturated.
Yeah, I think so. Our philosophy is like, if only make a video if you're the only one who can make it, or you can make it better than everyone else, right? Otherwise, you're just sort of going over something someone's already done better.
The arrogance. But yeah, that was my philosophy with like the Honeybean video especially. Nobody's ever gonna do that as horribly in depth as we did.
Right, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start 1 minute early, because I'm just crazy like that.
Wow, real rebel, real
I do wild stuff. Alright. Stairs. Gotta be stairs, surely, right? I'm not gonna even put it to a vote. I feel like I'm forgetting something, like I'm not doing any kind of preamble, I'm just going right into... ran into your...
You got it.
Yo, we seriously... Oh, shit. I have the text speed up too high. Come on, there's gonna be some other way we can sneak in. Enough yammering, I'm heading up. Wait, don't just run off on your own.
That's one of the anti-streamer moments where the text is automated.
Anti-streamer protection technology. Let me just turn this down. Just for this one scene.
Yeah. That might be a little too slow, actually. The text might not draw all the way before the box closes.
You're right. I've had that problem before. I think when I was doing the overlap video. It has to just be... It's designed for the middle one. This isn't what?
I was gonna say, it's not based on how fast the text is being drawn. There's just a limited amount of time the window's on screen before it closes.
Oh wait, you're right.
So changing the speed isn't really gonna affect anything.
That was the problem. The problem is I had to... Okay. Alright, in that case, we're not gonna be able to read it.
We'll live. But we gotta read the one part, you know.
Randy, your videos with the algorithm, enjoyed your editing and occasional humor. Keep it up. Thank you so much, PDG. Definitely keeping the humor intact in this next video we're working on.
Sprung X.
Are you not familiar with that turn of phrase?
I am.
Oh, okay.
It's funny. I always gaslight myself with these stairs because there's actually a different item in here when you come back to the Shinra Building in Disc 2.
Yeah. I gotta be honest, I didn't hear what you said, and I just said yeah. I pretended like I did.
There's I think an elixir you can get in here now, and then there's a different item in here if you do it again in Disc 2.
Right. Oh, but you have to leave it in Disc 1 to get the different one? Or you can get them both? I feel like you can get them both. Let me catch up a little. We're not going to do both entrances. But, you know, it's fun. You should do it yourself if you haven't seen them both.
So the dialogue is actually very similar between the two. If not literally the same, it's just they translated it two different ways originally.
Yeah. No, the slur is obviously not in the translation. Yes, the mod is on.
I don't know. Ask the stairs. This is that one SCP with the stairs. We're in that right now, Barrett. You're gonna die, actually.
The problematic text is Tifa has a line where she says the R word in the in the original localization.
I think I remember where it is. A lot of people think it's that one, but it's not that one.
Yeah.
When I watched Whimsy play it, he was like, oh, this is the one.
It's very high up. Second to last screen, I think.
Because it's a pretty innocuous line without, you know, Tifa being problematic.
Yeah. It was really uncalled for.
It's the 90s for you.
I mean, even by the 90s standards.
You know, there's actually a different one. The two gate guards in Sector 7.
Yeah,
the mean
I
one
know.
also says it.
Yeah.
People just don't notice that one as much.
What does he say? Techno Freak in the original?
No, that's in
No.
Corel.
It's even better than that. It's like... It's ridiculous. It's a totally made up word, right? Cyber... something.
I could go check.
Nah.
My tab with the script never closes.
Yeah, Remake did an awesome job of this. And about half of the lines from Remake... Or no, not, about half of the lines from the OG in this stairwell scene are in Remake. So...
Oh, yeah, I love how they do this whole stupid bit of Tifa not wanting people to look up her skirt, and then the next screen she immediately just...
Right. Zips ahead of everyone. Should say the hard R word. I would hope you're kidding. She should definitely not. Not okay in this stream.
Yeah, there it is. Stop
Yeah,
being
yeah,
so
that's
dramatic and just climb. That was
Yeah.
the same line. I briefly humored putting the R word line back for the historical context mode in the PC version mod. But I
Yes,
knew you would
and I
never
said
let me.
absolutely not. Do they still have the one, the two gate guards that's in the PC version too?
Yeah, shockingly, they've never touched that.
Yeah.
Even though they touch other things for the PC port. Oh, and
Now we
the
go
OG
downstairs.
line for the bit with Barrett talking about his arm. It's pretty much not
What is
that significantly different from how you translated it, so I'm not sure what you were thinking of.
Doesn't he say some weird word?
No, he says, yeah, well, all I know is I'm only flesh and blood, except for this right arm of mine.
No. That's not
Unless
right.
it's different on the PlayStation
It's definitely
version,
different
I
on the
don't know.
PlayStation version, yeah.
Our spreadsheet only has the PC original translation, not the PSX version.
Yeah, Jumper, now we're gonna see that NPC in a bit. And since this is just the retranslation, it's gonna be the messed up, mangled model that we all know
I'm not sure it
and
would be
love.
possible to fix that. Oh, I guess you could probably change the... or maybe not.
Well, you mean
One of the
without
things that...
without decompiling?
One of the things that makes porting the cut content mode to the PlayStation version impossible is you can't really mess with the models and like their animations as much on the PlayStation version as you can on the PC, because it's not handled the same way.
Yeah.
and cut content mode adds a lot of new animations to scenes when we're like fully recreating ones from scratch. Just based on the text, like that SAC bit in the honeybee. And
Yeah. Judy, this is a warning. If you keep going on about that, I'm gonna kick you out of the channel. I hope it doesn't come to that, because I don't know how to do that. I'll figure it out, though. I will Google it.
We should probably make me a mod so I can mod chat.
Yeah.
If need be.
Yeah, we'll do that next time.
You didn't hear that just now, did you?
What? Sung in the background?
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear it.
Okay, good. Figure I should also get the YouTube stream open so I can keep a better eye on the chat. Yeah, the Broswagon. Broswagonist, haha. I really prefer the original Limit Break names, but that was one of the concessions we had to make.
Yeah,
Like them changing Clim Hazard was a tragedy.
I'll just do 24-hour timeout.
Banished to hell forever.
Yep. So in SAC, there's some cut content here with Barrett.
Oh, yeah.
You want to explain
there's a
that?
line out. Yeah. When they're out front of the Shinra building, Barrett asks Cloud if he's been here before, and Cloud says no, which is very funny in context of Crisis Core. But unused is also Barrett asking Cloud the exact same thing in that elevator. I think the exchange is basically identical, except Barrett has an extra line where he's like, I've been here once before, back when I had both my arms. Which is a bit of lore that's never established anywhere else until, like, Crisis Core, I think.
Airdrick, this is the US ROM modified, so it's international, basically.
Yeah. There they are.
Yep, there they are. I mean, they do look pretty normal on the PS1, don't they?
Well, they're so low res.
Yeah, from this far
Like,
away.
I know that's her fucking weird arm cape thing jetting down into the right, but at this resolution, you can't really tell.
Yeah.
For some reason, like, her leg sticking off to the right doesn't render on PlayStation like it does on PC.
Right. I wonder why that is.
Just thinking if we could ever get away with, like, Last Elixir merchandise, I'd want to make a plush of that.
I would love to have like a little keychain with the thing. Can you please not use the F word? It's offensive to me. We are going to use the F word on this stream. We do swear a little bit. Sorry about that, but
I don't trust people on the internet because I don't know if that was supposed to be a jabbing remark.
I'm giving them the benefit of the
not.
doubt. I think we'll know soon enough if it wasn't.
Okay.
Oop.
Look, kids, we did just totally purge our Twitter account if you need to know where we stand on things.
Good lord. I mean, this is not a good stream. We got 2 bigots in 20 minutes. I'm sorry about that, everyone. This is not our usual experience.
I mean, we primarily make content about the original game. So that You know, I guess we probably shouldn't agonize about it too much.
No, you know, there's miserable people all over. Sometimes they're gonna come into your life.
Yeah, after last stream, I was like, oh, we probably should have been moderating chat more.
Yeah, I'm trying to pay more attention this time. I still don't know how to block. I'm just putting people in 24-hour timeout. I gotta look up if you can do that or what. Exile from the community.
Yeah, the original PlayStation version still looks the best when you really get down to it, because like everything, I know people can't stand the low resolution, but at least everything's the same resolution, so it has like visual cohesion.
Yeah, I mean the cutscene transitions look so much better.
They're like practically seamless. It's like, do you know Some Call Me Johnny? He's a YouTuber. Okay.
Don't think so.
He did a Final Fantasy VIII video a little while ago, and he was talking about how he kind of likes playing it on a PS1 emulator better for like the same reason instead of the remaster.
Yeah. Oh man, the remaster is a whole thing. Some people like it, some people hate it. I'm not a fan of it artistically. No, when I click the three dots, there's no block option, so I gotta figure out why that is.
I think most of the modding support for FF8 on PC is still for the 2000 version, so once they get that more off the ground, that might ironically become the more played version again anyway.
Yeah.
At least on PC.
Yeah, you can get a pretty good consistent look if you get the right mods going on 7th Heaven, like Nino. I feel like you gotta know which ones to pair though.
If you really can't stand FF7's original graphic design, then I'd say you probably want Nino style for the models, and I guess probably just Cosmos for the backgrounds. Like, there are people that have tried to remodel the backgrounds, but those are kind of hit or miss, and it doesn't cover anywhere near the whole game.
Yeah, unfortunately. You're only gonna get like a third of the way through.
Yeah, if that.
So I was looking at OBS again accidentally instead of this. That's why hopefully that's why I failed this twice.
If worst comes to worst, you could just fight the guys 4 times.
Is it 4?
Yeah. Not present here, but one of the major, like, mind-blowing moments for me when making SAC was, finding out these stairs are escalators.
Yeah. Almost all of them.
Like, maybe half the maps still have the actual animation for it. Like, that one did, and this one does, but I think the mayor's office doesn't.
Hmm. Ropes. I like this little sound that comes in.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah.
elevator sound.
Alright, thank you very much.
Erdrick, last I checked in on Nino, he was working on, like, a new battle model for the Genova enemies, I think. So he is still working on it, just kind of very slowly.
You know what? I'm doing it from OBS. Maybe that's a problem. No. I can't do it. Odie, if you put a message in the chat, I can make you moderator.
1 second. There we go.
All right.
I actually made a joke, like, way later in the mod. If you use the fax machine on the high wind, there's like a low chance you'll get a message about, like, from Shinra's maintenance division.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yes, we know some of the escalators are broken, we're working on it. Alright, I've now become a moderator.
Where's the guy? How did I lose track of him? There he is.
I have unlimited power.
Yeah, the vending machine is on a different floor. We'll get there soon. An escalator can break, it can only become stairs. That's very wise. Do you guys know anything about some of the original merch for FF7 that was never released outside of Japan? I love finding out about it.
There's these Bandai plushies that actually were designed by Nomura that I've always loved.
Oh.
In that Aerith short we did, somebody I know owns a ton of Aerith merchandise, so the 2 Aerith things are pictures she sent me. And she had that plushie which has her materia on it, which was very helpful. Because there aren't that many great pictures of those online.
Thank you. You feel free to draw. Very kind. Japanese control layout. It's the same. On PS1, the Japanese in North America was the same. Circle for confirm.
Yeah. I don't think they started doing it, like switching it till 8, I think.
I think it was 8. Actually, I don't know, because I just played 8. Japanese version that was circle, so I don't know. They should have had this guy say the elevators are broken as a little joke.
Okay, off we go.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
here's the part that always trips people up when they play the mod.
Yeah. So you're going to see that this puzzle is a little bit different even in this version, right? Yeah. Actually,
the way you could in the vanilla mode you still just pick it from the menu like normal,
right.
But the way you assemble it is still different. It's unused on this map is at least in the original Japanese release, they trimmed it out for the later releases, is a much harder version of this same password puzzle, where you have to assemble it word by word for him, and you can make all sorts of different messages.
Yeah. I'll explain it a little bit more in a second. So we have him saying passphrase to make that a little more clear instead of just password.
You could explain why we did what we did here.
Right, so in Japanese you're getting a 4-character, 4 kanji sequence for your passphrase, right? So the most famous one is the mayor is the best, right? Which is obviously not a 4-letter word in English. So all of them are 4 kanji. Mayor is the worst, Shinra on fire, Mako energy, forever, whatever they are, all of those. But in English, they decide to just have it be 4-letter words, right? Which is sort of a lot less, maybe immersive, and you can do sort of a lot less gags with the text of those words. So
they kind of they adapted the puzzle like very literally how it works in Japanese, because you
Yeah.
select, you go by character when counting with the number.
Right. Yeah,
They
so
wanted to maintain that functionality of the puzzle, where we were more concerned with translating the passwords more accurately. So we changed it to go by word.
yeah. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. So you'll see that 5 instead of letter now, which if it were letter it would have been A, but now it corresponds to the word. So it's is. Or maybe it's the, I can't remember if hyphenated words.
No,
I'm sure it's is. I'm sure it's is.
I'm pretty sure it's is.
People would have been really confused. Your streams got me to finally take the leap into modding 7 on PC. That's awesome. Currently at Mithril Mines on SAC and loving it. Thanks for everything. So you're playing through 7th Heaven. How are you liking it, and have you got any other mods on?
I want to address Erdrick's question there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the gag with the 2 guys is it's supposed to be Mayor Domino and his assistant Hut, because Domino's in Pizza Hut. And in my ideal world, the remake people would have noticed that and made him be named Hut, so we could keep the gag. But because we did the whole consistency with terminology thing, he's still Hart here, even though it doesn't quite preserve that joke.
Does the shortcut still work on SAC? Did we sort of like do some kind of like fudging with the order of the books? I feel like that feels familiar.
Okay, yeah.
If we didn't, it would still work.
Okay, I remember this, but what did I do? Oh yeah, in the English version, they also kind of changed up how the books were laid out, I think, on the shelves, which would have made translating this, like, just a fucking headache. So I think what I did is I just grabbed the Japanese version of the maps,
Right.
put those in SAC,
Which would
so they
have a
would,
different order. Yeah.
which would, yeah, have different arrangements of the books. So we could just translate it straight from the Japanese and not have to worry about it.
Yeah. Brez textures and model mods, nice. Yeah, I mean you can usually only have one gameplay changing mod on at a time because you'll have conflicting versions of the same file, then you'll just get it overwritten by the other mod.
Yeah, FF7's like horribly rigid with how its like files work. Cause okay, every like game map, such as the one we're on now, is comprised of 9 chunks, is what the mod tools call them.
Mm-hmm.
And each one of those chunks has a different like bit of the map's data on it, and the main one we're concerned with for this mod is chunk 1, which has all of the text and all of the like map like event scripting on it. And the fact that the text and the event scripting are married in the chunks like that, and you can't split them up, means that any mod that edits anything about a map will completely overwrite any other mod that edits anything about a map. And it's just horrible. And I hate it.
Yeah. Is it this door? Or these
No, I
two?
think it's that one.
Oh, right.
And the one all the way on the left.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a question we get a lot. It's like, can I use this with New Threat? Or can I use this with Echo S? And the answer is always no. And it's really unfortunate.
Yeah. The idea is eventually to do a Echo S Shinra Arc cut. But that's going to be quite a while.
It's going to be a long time. They're very busy with 9 currently. Oh yeah, speaking of that, we could show more of my hell video later on.
Oh, okay.
Could give a little reward to the people who show up.
Mm-hmm. What do I do with this elemental materia? I know I need it for beta. Is there something else to use it for till then?
You can use it to get 2 poison nullifications on the upcoming boss.
Oh.
Instead of just the one. You know what I mean?
Right. Oops.
Can you rename characters at any time in FF9?
I don't even have a poison materia, or do I get that later?
You get
You
it,
can
you know,
get,
just
I think you can
laugh.
get naming way cards in 9. Later in the game.
I did not know that.
Oh wait, I think you can only get a couple. Or maybe you can only get one. Oh man, I remember having to RNG the arrows on that card. I think at the end of the desert prison. It was awful. I had to like translate this French forum post. With Google Translate. I don't speak French.
That's the way you do it.
Yep.
I played 9 like once on PS1 ages and ages ago.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm not a real fan.
You should try it again. You finished it though.
Yeah, I did finish it.
No,
Unlike 8, which I
gotta
gave up
finish
on.
8.
We could stream that when we inevitably pivot to making FF8 content.
Yeah, when
which
this
will
becomes
definitely actually happen.
FF8 only. We're gonna delete all the 7 videos. Two naming way cards in 9, but you can't change their names. Oh, I guess you can't. Like, how would you use that? Oh, I have to kick it, right? Oh, once you have the card, NPC and Daguerre will let you change as many times as you want. Alright.
That's cool. They could have done something like that in 7. The naming screens are just like one line of code that brings them up. You could,
Did they have
just
name
some
change
things.
in like 6 or before? Was 8 the first game where you could change names? Might be.
Keep thinking about that Nomura quote you translated. It's like, you can only rename Squall and Renoa because...
Oh, Kitase quote, I think, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's just funny. I feel like
That's
they
gotta
must
be...
regret...
That's bullshit. I mean, he just thought of that like after the fact, I feel like. I mean, the reason I think is just because they want you to feel like those are the 2 main characters.
I just wonder if they regret letting you name Titus.
When did they say Mako? Sorry, I missed that. What did they say that in Dirge or something?
I don't think so.
Who's saying
I
Mako?
I feel like they were decently consistent about making it Mako and pretty much everything. Oh, there's some bullshit with this I only learned thanks to 4.8. If you put in the puzzle piece on like the front right one, it completely disables the stupid puzzle and you can just open any of the chests to get the next one instead of having to go in a specific order.
Alright, I gotta try that. Here?
Yeah, and it's like, no, that one. It's like the very first one anyone's ever going to put in.
Yeah.
So
Close to a 50% chance you're gonna do that one. Oh, but they remain locked. Oh man, that explains so much, because I see people go through this and get them all in a row not knowing how to do it, and I'm just like, oh, that's insane luck. They were faking it.
I feel like that must have been a developer convenience
Yeah.
thing they forgot to take out.
For sure. Or they just left it in and said like, well, we'll only have half as many people complaining about this.
And Cloud has unique text if you check the hole
Right.
for Sector 6 there.
Yeah.
And
let's
I
do
have
that.
no fucking idea what he means by the thing he says.
Yeah. I mean, you're right, he's saying like, is Aerith part of their... no, it doesn't make sense, because Aerith is part of like their Neo Midgar plan. It's actually like the...
President Shinra.
It's the opposite of what
Ever.
Cloud is saying, isn't it?
Yeah. Because they're not gonna fix Sector 6. They want to ditch this place and go build Midgar 2.
Yeah. Midgar 2.
Looks like the Epcot Center.
Yeah, what's Midgar? I like how like their idea for Midgar 2 is just still same pizza shape. I couldn't think of anything new.
The image of it they have in Remake is like, you know that meme where it's like, you know, the world if X didn't happen.
Mhm.
It's just like sci-fi utopia.
Right.
It's like that.
Yeah. Oops. Did I just get a part?
Yeah.
Losing my mind. Okay. What do you think of the game so far? Is that... Oh, this is the key. If that's for us, I like it. Big fan of this game so far.
Yeah, you might
Loving
say
it.
that.
Oh yeah, we'll get the hard edge. Thanks for reminding me. Arios, thanks.
Did we get the bladed staff earlier? Or
Yeah, I
was
got it. Remember?
Okay. Couldn't remember if you did.
Made everyone sit around
Oh.
and watch for like 20 minutes while I kept
Oh, yeah, 'cause
overshooting the fast forward.
You kept running away from it.
Yeah.
I remember now.
No spoilers. Alright. All I'll say is that Aerith is gonna be fine.
It's a lovely.
Yep.
Aerith is a lovely young lady. I can't believe Kylo Ren killed Han Solo.
I feel like I've seen that Society of meme with the Neo Midgar one. You said you did see that somewhere? Odie?
Oh, I don't know. That's just what it reminds me of.
So this secretary
Oh yeah, this.
will
Yeah.
walk around the floor and enter all the offices and say, sort of make different commentary about the men in the offices, their eligibility.
Random little NPC thing nobody will ever
Yeah.
see in their whole lives.
It's incredibly...
It's maybe one of
it-
the most elaborate NPC
Yeah, it's very
scripts in
elaborate.
the game.
And you'd have to spend, like, a good 5 minutes waiting for her to
Yeah,
go to
'cause
all
she'll
the
walk-
rooms.
She'll
Yeah.
walk into a room and then talk to her. And then she'll walk all the way to the stairs, exit the map, come back up and walk to a different room. And it's like insane. On this guy.
Oh man, what's gonna happen? This is exciting. It's gonna be a really good payoff. Oh.
The
Alright.
joke that he farts. That's
I
how
guess
I've always
that's my
taken
best
it.
guess. Yeah.
There's an NPC in Mother 3 that has like that same bit pretty much. And it actually plays like a farting sound effect, I'm pretty sure.
That's cool that you can just, I don't know. Never really just sat here and watched them. Palmer looks tiny.
Knowledge that will never benefit anyone. When the guys, the Shinra execs sit down in their chairs, they have like a ladder climbing animation that plays for like a frame.
Did you find that out when you were trying to do that scene?
Yeah, I was looking at the map when I was making that, and I was like, why do they have this? Why do they have this crawling animation? And it's like, oh, it makes them climb a ladder in engine to get on their fucking chairs.
Hypothetical live action FF7. Who do you cast as the main characters? It's kind of almost hard to not think of the voice actors now. Who?
Cody Christensen could make it up.
Yeah,
he's already an actual actor.
I feel like all of them with a little bit of, you know, makeup magic could pretty much look their part, right?
I don't remember what Tifa's voice actor actually looks like.
She's a brunette, sort of shorter woman. Britt Baron. She could totally do it.
Yeah. And like, I mean, Brianna White easily could actually play Aerith.
Yeah, just dye her hair. But I get what you're saying, like who would really fit in terms of how they already look or in terms of charisma or their personality. I don't know. I'm actually bad at questions like this.
I'm like a pop
feel free
cultural...
to give your own answer though.
What, you just don't know?
Right, you just don't know any actors' names to begin with?
Yeah. I don't watch movies. I mod this stupid game and play Deltarune and shit. I don't know people.
I've been watching some movies lately. That's all I'll say.
Okay, here, I need to info dump at you real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a background layer where Palmer is that like turns on and off the table rendering in front of him, basically. And they never fucking actually use it in the scene. But like...
I didn't know that.
Right. Like when he's got in archaeology mode, when he like leans on the table all sad in a minute, I actually use it so it looks a little better.
Alright, I gotta look out for that. Yeah, I see. He's clipping through it when he comes down.
So like right now you would want it to be off. But it's not.
I like how he's got like a little South Park Canadian torso. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is like the most...
Yeah.
You know, I just noticed something else, actually. In the front shot, there's a chair between, like, Heidegger and Palmer and Scarlet and Reeve. But in the overhead shot, they're sitting right next to each other. I hope somebody got killed for that in real life.
Yeah. I think that 6 of the event planners were banned from the company for that, and that's why they didn't come back.
Horrible. Briswagonist. What if I revealed to you that we know the guy who made all of those fucking Willem Dafoe gifs?
With the exception of the Reddit post where Willem Dafoe's reflection is in it. We actually don't know who that was. That was totally organic.
It's pretty good.
There was a good, like, 48 hours where nobody could find the picture that was photoshopped with, and we were like, is this either actually Willem Dafoe or someone who looks exactly like him? It's real exciting. You would think that they'd give Hojo a mouth here.
You'd think.
That's one of the closest shots in the game. Yeah. There is a Shinra Archaeology Discord. Oh, if you just Google Shinra Archaeology, go to our website, it'll be right on the landing page.
I'll say we're not too active in there.
Yeah, but I mean, you can always tag us.
Yeah.
And direct message us on Discord. We'll answer you right away.
Oh, we're out of it now, but I wanted to say.
Back
in the other.
Well, I was just gonna say, if you want to, like, if you have mod-related questions, we're very active on the Tsunamods server and the Quim server.
Yeah.
That would be the place to go for modding-related stuff.
There's a Shinra Archaeology Cut channel on Tsunamods. That's probably the absolute best place to ask about it.
Yeah. Lurkerton, let me know if the Lurkertron, sorry. Let me know if the Discord link still works.
I see people join it sometimes still, so I feel like it must. Okay, this map is funny because
you want to talk about that
in this
background texture there?
Yeah, that actually has some parallax going on. So it's like that. Is that a window?
It's used somewhere, isn't it? Isn't it used somewhere later?
I don't think so.
I thought so. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Yeah, I guess it's a window. Oh my god. Is that like... Wait, hold on. Let me go to the back of the floor first. That's not looking outside. Surely. That's not like the
I don't think they had
dawn sky.
Any conception.
It is. That's definitely the sky.
I don't think they had much conception of what the actual interior layout of this building meant relative to how it looks on the outside.
I'm convinced that that's supposed to be the sky outside.
Yeah, it probably is. In Remake, it's obviously a big TV instead, but
yeah,
whatever.
Excuse me.
Actually, I guess all of these maps have the same overall shape, and we're in that big upper, chunk of the Shinra building, so I guess they did think about it at least a little bit.
Is that window the only shot of the sky in Midgar? Well, aside from that last expressway shot, right?
But when they're
I guess that's looking away from Midgar, though. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true.
It's
and also on the cliff with Zack.
There was when Remake first became a thing, it was kind of a point of contention with people, because you see Midgar in the daytime a ton. And it was this pretty pervasive idea back in the day that Midgar was so surrounded by pollution that it was just eternal night there.
Yeah. I mean, I totally understand the decision from a lighting perspective. It would have been just torture to try and get good lighting in the game.
Remake does end up looking much better at night than with the daytime lighting.
I guess that's true.
By the way, that was a real fuck-ass enemy back there.
Yeah, but I mean, playing 40... I guess maybe the more likely reason is just playing 40 hours in a dark city was just going to feel way too monotonous and dreary.
I hate that these guys don't have dialogue.
Yeah. Didn't realize
Everyone
until
tries
just
to
now.
Talk to them.
Although new threat, they have speed in there or something, don't they?
Isn't it Blitz?
Or Blitz, that's what I meant. Not speed.
Yeah.
Speed is a streamer like that young guy. The guy who accidentally showed his balls on stream. That's all I remember.
Okay. Not sure I know what you're talking about.
Well, if you don't know that, you're not going to know any other reference.
I know about Dark Side Phil jorking it.
I don't know that.
Pretty iconic stream moment.
Yeah, the spells are all updated to, I mean, I say remake names, but like for something like Thunder, Thundaga, Blizzard, Blizzara, it's just, yeah, FF standards. Yeah, 8 had. Did they not have it in like 6?
Well, the reason we ended up with like the really truncated names in the first place is because you couldn't fit too many words on screen in your NES and Super Nintendo RPGs.
Right, yeah, especially those ones. Ah, man, that would be a pain in the ass to mod. If you wanted to do a retranslation on those.
Yeah.
Hard Edge, is it this map? Pre-Genova or after Genova?
Pre-Genova.
Okay, so right now. I mean, after this scene. Okay. We haven't been reading any lines. Hopefully everyone's okay with that. We are going a lot faster.
Yeah. I think it's okay to just not. Genova's theme there. If you're playing the regular PC port, when it cuts to her headless body and then cuts back, it'll restart the Shinra Building theme.
Oh, this is poison.
Because the PC port is a broken mess.
Did you fix that?
I think FFNX in general already fixes it. Because they fixed the code that's supposed to carry the music across the map transition.
I don't have linked slot armor, do I? Oh, you can get a... Oh, no, I do.
There you go. So if you do elemental poison here, you can make one extra character immune.
There's four slots.
They ain't linked, so it's not that useful.
I'm just gonna... Let me think.
Lurkatron. That scene is broken for multiple reasons. It's not just the music bug. There's like 2 things wrong with it. They actually just have the completely wrong music track there. That is something I did fix for the mod.
Yeah, the PC ports... I would actually say the music issues are the worst part. Like, as stupid as some of the other bugs look, like, the music ones are super jarringly bad sometimes.
It's funny you mention that, Arios.
Yes.
Doesn't elaborate.
Yeah, if you're interested in the mouse, you're got some good content headed your way is all I'll say. Oh right, these guys, right? I believe.
No, it's the soldier.
No, the carbon bangle, I mean. Nibet, hello. How are you doing? I mean the, oh, nice.
First try.
Yeah. I stole it from the second guy, right?
No.
Oh, too late.
You can encounter more.
Original translation Barrett dialogue. You mean SAC or remake, or do you mean like the characters?
I think they're talking about the earlier line after he looks at Genova, because he says this whole thing's stupid. Let's keep going.
Maybe we could bring that back for Legacy.
I don't want to make too many of those changes.
I know.
It complicates things. I think you had him say, this is ridiculous, which is less funny.
I feel like I could easily get smoked by these soldiers, so I'm gonna save again. I feel like the music bug in the live stream sequence is the single worst bug.
Yeah, that
Just
one's
makes
like
me sad.
unforgivable. They did fix it for the console ports, which are based on the PC port. What if you're playing on Steam without mods? You're kinda screwed.
Yeah. Well, you don't even need mods, just use FFNX. I mean, I guess that's a mod.
No,
but-
the actual audio track is broken there. It's not the correct one.
Right.
Like, that's an issue with the PC port I wasn't even aware of until FF7 Music, which is an account that talks about the game's music, not just the game's music. He came to me because he noticed a bunch of other places where the PC version accidentally cuts off tracks early. Like, basically, anytime they have like a cutscene track that doesn't loop, the PC version tends to end it prematurely for some reason. It's strange.
Yeah. But what do you guys think? This is from Castamere. What is the worst translation mistake or choice in the 97 translation? It's got to be Kate Sith, right? Just as a whole omission of his accent. I mean, there's just absolutely zero effort to connect that plot point and that character development.
Him being Scottish is more of an invention of the English versions, but he is supposed to have a pretty distinct speaking style, all the same. Like, he talks like a Osakan, right? Or
Yeah.
Kansai.
Yeah, so it's sort of the stereotype is that it's kind of rural, hickish accent. Maybe not hick is not the right word, but rural, as opposed to Tokyo, which is sort of the standard accent.
Like, I remember briefly before we decided to just match with everything else and make him Scottish.
I gotta get rid of this guy.
You were translating him as kind of like a New Yorker or something.
Yeah, Midwestern. I was just trying to give him like lots of funny idioms. Yeah, that's gotta be the worst, if that counts. But okay, I guess you did say single worst.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. That whole sequence with... if we're talking about, like, single lines, I think the worst one might be in the live stream sequence when Tifa says, "Hey, it's Cloud!"
Yes, that's gotta be it.
That is just... You failed the assignment. Held back a semester.
You can tell that it was not like... that there was like a double mistake they made, you know? Like a total misunderstanding. If you get what I mean. Alright, let's go.
No, I don't.
We
can talk about it later.
That they made like some... they just had like a total short circuit. It's not that like that line was just like extremely simple. There's no way you could mistranslate it the way they did. Like Thank
you for subscribing, Sonia.
Well, thank you. I don't know if that subscription thing is just for people who subscribe from the stream. Probably not.
Or if it's like in general.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Alright, sorry for that detour. Let's get going.
The original translation could be accidentally a lot more iconic and interesting than the Japanese is, too, though.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like in terms of like quirky, memorable lines, the English has way more than the Japanese. You know, I'm not the most qualified person to make that analysis, but being, you know, I didn't grow up in Japan when the game came out, but for sure. Yeah, we did get the hard edge, just got it.
Did you equip it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was real quick. Yeah, gonna be a blitzball when I grow up is great. The 10 situation is interesting because they had the English version of 10, and then they made the Japanese international version of 10, and then they tweaked the script of the original Japanese to line up more with the English script.
That's like insane to me.
Yeah, it is really. I mean, they had Nojima himself go through it and change stuff. There's some leftover evidence on this map that things were going to be different, right? That there were going to be a few waves of enemies coming up through this elevator.
I don't remember super great, but like, I think Barrett has an unused like action he can take here where he turns to Cloud and it's like, shit, we're surrounded.
Right.
And then Hojo's like, there's an unused Hojo line where he's like, you take care of the rest.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of seems like originally maybe some monsters or maybe some, you know, those troopers or whatever were gonna come in.
Why does Aerith's face look like that right now?
Because we're at 140p.
Doesn't it look like she's doing the,
Yeah, I was thinking that.
She's
like doing the anime X eyes.
Yeah. New facial texture discovered. I gotta make a whole new video on that.
It looks like Tifa's wearing an eye patch right now.
Yep. You get a whole lot of
PS1,
weird... Yeah.
On the PS1 rendering, her hair clips through her head a lot for some reason.
Oh, that's what it is. I see it. Yeah, punish Tifa. They should have had her lose an eye at some point. Start wearing that.
That's for the FF7 20 years later sequel.
Right.
Where we play as grizzled older Denzel and Tifa's like...
Wait, I gave Barrett the carbon, right? I think so. So
here's an interesting little moment, because this is the only time in the whole game they have a character's name appear in the text box before you name them. In PC, something broke,
right.
And he's just called Red here and not Red 13.
I didn't know that.
I just noticed it by watching other people play.
Oops, sorry. So another sort of Kate Sith level large-scale translation mistake or shortcoming of the OG is also Red, right? A lot of people were taken by surprise in Rebirth when his voice changes. What is it? Fire, right? Yeah.
There isn't much use in attacking the small guys in front.
You just absorb bio. Yeah, so a lot of people were like really thrown off by Red's voice changing. And for some people that was because they didn't realize that in the OG, Red sort of speaks with this more mature, you know, more mature vocabulary, more mature sort of atmosphere. And then once he gets to Cosmo Canyon, that changes up.
Thinking about your dog, huh?
Yeah, maybe. So, if you go over the English, the original 1997 translation, you can sort of get it if you sort of go over it with a fine-tooth comb, but it's not that apparent. In the Japanese, it's very easy to notice because Red goes from using like a sort of neutral formal pronoun to using a very childish pronoun, first-person pronoun. And so Japanese players
calling himself like Boku.
Yeah, oira, just like a sort of kiddie way of saying ore. So you'll see that in Remake, Red 13, before he gets to Cosmo Canyon, uses sort of a lot of big words. They give him a deep voice, right? They make it abundantly clear that they make him seem wise and mature, and then in retrospect you see, oh, okay, he was just sort of putting up this facade. So I don't think that it's as big a mistake as the Kate Sith thing, but they definitely could have put more effort into it.
I mean, I'll say even the original developers kind of half-assed it a lot, where outside of changing his pronoun,
right,
they don't really put much effort into writing him differently.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just parroting you at you, so...
I agree, yeah.
We won't see it till later, but we do make more of an effort in the translation to have him use more casual dialogue, like a more casual style of speech after Cosmo Canyon.
Mm-hmm. Was I in the middle of saying something?
Well, you see, in the 1 year between OG and Advent Children...
That's what I was going to say, 2 years, yeah.
Red went through... 2 years, right. Red went through doggy puberty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the problem is Red's like, what, 2 lines in Advent Children? He has a, pretty deep voice. At the very least, it's not anywhere like his Rebirth voice in terms of... kiddiness, in terms of pitch. Yeah. So it's sort of just another way that Remake doesn't feel like it lines up with AC. Which is not a huge deal, I think, but...
Look, that's a whole discussion we could have if we really wanted to.
Bio do anything to this guy?
It's a robot, so...
Let's see...
The, mechanical enemy death animation where they just explode is really good.
Yeah, Red does reuse the voice when he's sort of talking to people outside the party, right? In Rebirth, when he's talking to, Rufus or stuff like that?
The only time I pointedly remember him going back to the original gruffer, older voice is when he's doing, the pirate thing for that one side quest. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah. No, he does a bunch more, I think.
Been a while.
And I think he'll even do it when he's with just the group, when he's sort of trying to overcome his fear and act tough.
Maybe he does it during the final sequence.
Yeah, maybe. So they're definitely, they're on target in terms of writing and characterization. It's just a lot of people cannot well, don't like the insane disparity between his gruff voice and then his instant kitty voice.
He sounds like fucking Sonic a little.
I guess
not really.
I'd say I'm not a big fan of it. Maybe they could have made it a little more subtle.
I think it's maybe a little too drastically different personally, but I don't really care. I think our boy Max Middleton does a decent job playing both roles anyway.
He's great. He's doing what he's been directed to do.
The Japanese voice actor is a lot more like weird by comparison.
Yeah, it's not just pitch. Like it feels almost like
kid voice.
Right. Yeah. I think he is much older, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Max is in his 20s or 30s.
I think it's the same guy who did his one line in Advent Children.
Yeah. I think so. Oh, he does sound like Teddy
Shinra theme
from P4. I mean, I know he does UG in 5, but yeah, he sounds like Teddy. I didn't know he was Teddy. Have you played Persona 4?
I've never engaged
with. You've never played any of them?
I'm not a cultured person, okay? You don't know as much about FF7 as I do and have any other interests.
There's just no room left. No room left in the vault.
Nope. So before this game, my big hyperfixation was Sonic, so I could probably tell you an uncomfortable amount about Sonic.
Right. Do you think Barrett's supposed to be spinning on him there with that animation? Because he does that and then he wipes his suit.
Maybe. Like what he's about to do right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, no one could ever disprove me if I claimed that's what's happening.
Alright, now we infinitely gain or infinitely lose Tifa points if you so desire.
I'll talk to her after this. I'll just do one each.
Well, then you come out with nothing.
Oh. No, I mean I'll do the one for Tifa.
Okay. You know, Barrett, you could unfold that bed. You don't gotta sit on the floor.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of funny if he was on the floor and Red was on the bed.
Yeah. I honestly never even noticed that bed was folded up.
Maybe he, like, doesn't want to take Shinra's cheap comforts or whatever. Oh, yeah. President Shinra don't get to do much past this besides be dead. Like, they're usually so careful about the points, and here you could just talk to Tifa forever, and it's like a weird little oversight. They really should have only let you do that interaction once and had her say something else afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's your first hint that Red's childish.
Right. Gramps. Which is not in itself in English. Doesn't sound that kiddie, right?
I mean, if you're expecting him to be uber formal, he'd say, like, grandfather, I guess.
Yeah.
Before we matched a remake on that, we had him say Grandpa, which I think was a little better.
Yeah, I
Not
like
Grandpa, but
like GRANPA. Yeah, that was a little better.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Gramps isn't the worst, though.
President Shinra's first name, Donald. It might as well be. But no, I think that his first name is actually President.
I was gonna say, don't we have some evidence that his president is like literally his first name?
In Crisis Core, someone asks him for a signature and he just signs it, President Shinra.
Right. Is this moment here supposed to come off as catty as it does?
Yeah.
Because you think Tifa's about to ask Aerith, "Hey Aerith, are you fucking Cloud?" But then it just pivots into, you know, lore.
Right. That second segue line maybe could be different. I mean, I don't mind it, personally.
No, I think it's fine. Because, like it or not, when this game was written, this was supposed to be like a stupid little harem thing.
Yeah.
Tenchi Muyo type situation. At least a little bit.
In the original English, there's no single quotes around this dialogue, so it seems like Aerith has just gone insane.
They also didn't really render this little whatever all that well, if I remember.
This is now Barrett's line in Remake, if you remember.
Before Remake, I had actually taken the version of it they have in the fucking Remembrance of FF7 feature on the Advent Children DVD. That was one of my other favorite little incredibly deep cuts I was sad to lose.
Well, if we had to stick to that, then we'd have to change the ending.
Yeah, I guess it's fine.
So what do you guys think the Promised Land is?
I think it's the Wawa down the street.
Oops. It's the Wawa.
Yeah.
I did miss this part in Remake quite a bit. I don't complain about many things, but
I mean, I didn't hate the stuff with Aerith's room. But
I'm trying to think of stuff like when I was playing it right there. I was trying to remember what I felt in the moment. It was like, oh, I don't like this. This is one of the only things. There are a lot more things sort of in retrospect that I decided I didn't like, but
I will say, this specific map not being in Remake did make my life very difficult for a certain project that nobody's seen yet. Oh, we should just show that one later, actually.
Okay.
Since it's, like, moment appropriate. That was a really cool sound effect for picking up keys from a dead guy.
Yeah.
I think that's literally the same one they use when Cloud self-actualizes a million years from now.
Hello.
No human could have killed this man.
So these cells are here in Crisis Core, right?
Yeah. This whole floor is actually recreated, like, incredibly accurately in Crisis Core. During the part where you know, you're hanging out with your best friend Angeal, and he uses his cool angel wing to fly you into the Shinra building to go help stop Genesis or whatever. He dumps Zack, like, go to the right. Go to the right. The crisis. He dumps Zack, like, right there at that bottom right corner.
Oh.
And then, or maybe down at that corner, and then you just kind of proceed.
Right.
And, like, up there, there's a room, and you can go into the cells to get some treasure chests.
Yeah. Oh, right. It's just all these weird guys now.
Yeah. No more soldiers to steal from.
I'll protect you from that one damage.
Like, say what you will about Crisis Core, it's actually, like, shockingly good at, I guess, geographically matching the original game in 3D most of the time. Where Remake completely redesigns all this stuff from the ground up, which was probably the right call, but it's just another little bit of, like, discontinuity. Where the compilation ends up matching OG better in all those sorts of superficial ways.
Vargid Police, is that what they're called?
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Vargodopolis, I can't remember what it was in the Japanese, although it must be pretty much the same syllabically if they did Vargid Police. If you had to live somewhere on the FF7 planet, where would you live?
I'd want to live in Calm.
I would not really want to live anywhere, but yeah, Calm, right?
It's a chill little town. It's got some nice, like, Germanic houses.
There's no point in equipping. Or is there? What else? I mean, Costa del Sol, I'm not a huge, I don't know. Costa del Sol would be nice. I'm sorry, I don't know why this happened.
Junon's maybe, like, my most, like, aesthetically, the place I kind of like the most.
Yeah.
I guess it's because they always depicted it sunset, though.
Well, it's supposed to be, like, kind of oppressive like Midgar, at least in terms of the government. And...
I mean the upper city, not the
no, I know.
Fishing village.
I know. Medial is a good choice for sure. Assuming
I don't know, they all live in, like, wooden
doesn't
shacks.
Get destroyed. That's true. I don't know, they're nice.
They're supposedly hot springs.
Like Gongaga also, like if we can undo the damage there. I would live in the little well in Corral Prison.
Go live in Nibelheim. Nothing bad ever happens in Nibelheim. Yeah. Fun fact, those dead guys are just always there. But thanks to the magical 4x3 camera and the door being locked, until now, you don't get to see them.
Oh.
But that's a fun
There's only
thing
one version of this map?
mod.
There's no clean...
Yeah, the blood is like a toggleable background layer, not a whole separate map.
And this is cool,
They're really counting on that fucking one row of pixels rendering.
Yeah.
Visibly.
It's a load-bearing row of pixels.
Another little bit of FF7 autism is what colors the Masamune's handle.
Oh, is it different in, like in battle?
It's all...
And it's different everywhere?
No, in OG it's pretty consistently red.
Wait.
But, like, I think in Crisis Core it's blue. A lot of the time now it's just black, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think he could be forgiven for thinking that's the tip of it also. Like that he was stabbed from the front.
Sephiroth actually, like, you know, propped it up on his seat and, like, comically dropped him from above. I can't believe Sephiroth came.
Yeah. It's the last thing you want. And Palmer saw it with his own 2 eyes.
You have a question there in the chat you might want to address.
Oh, where is it? What's the rationale behind translating Bahamut 0 as Bahamut Type 0? So, the way Bahamut is named is like the same as other enemies are named in Remake. So like the Behemoth Type 0 that you fight in the basement has the same name, or you know, the same suffix. And then also like there's other things in other FF games, and it's always,
I think it comes up in Corel Prison too as like an option. You know, like, what's the enemy you fight in the thing, and it's Test 0 is the correct answer. But Type 0
Type 0.
Wrong answer.
Yeah. So, and then, like, also games like FF Type 0, that's the same Japanese there. So, it's our prediction that it's going to be Type 0. But if it's not, obviously, we'll just change it.
I feel like, unless they're completely insane, they'll do that.
Yeah.
When Palmer runs off screen there, he just stops dead right after he gets off screen. And I think another Palmer spawns in the back to run up to the helicopter. It's another quality widescreen moment.
He's been on some sort of extended business trip talking to Glenn.
Fun fact, Rufus canonically killed Glenn 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. They say he spits crazy bars.
He's the fastest helicopter in the world.
Yeah. And Rude and Reno are in there. Even though we just saw Rude in the building. Don't worry about that.
That was before they were arrested. It's been a little bit.
Yeah. I like the camera movement here.
We did Death Seeker for that Genova boss.
Yeah, we did
good.
Death Seeker, I think. Yeah, Deathbringer, Death Seeker. Could see either of those. Unfortunately, Lab Rat Dog in Remake is based off of a previous line that Barrett says to Red 13, which isn't in the OG, so we couldn't do Lab Rat Dog here, even though the Japanese is the same.
I fucking mourn. What a crew.
I could put it back in if you really want.
No, we gotta have our principles.
That one's
Also,
real loose, though.
We should put it in the other mode, probably. Yeah. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
And the eye textures render so fucking bright in the PS1 version.
They look good. Sometimes they look really good. I mean, you'll see when Rufus gets closer.
Like, look at Rufus's brilliant, shining golden eyebrows.
Yeah, his golden eyebrows. Why?
I think they maybe did this because the game's so low res, if the eyes blended in too much with the faces, you wouldn't be able to see them.
Yeah. He's also
it's not
got
like this in the PC port.
Well, he's got like a little furrow between his eyes too, right? Or is that hair?
That's one of his bangs that's clipping through
He has
his
3
head.
bangs? Oh, okay. I mean, the OG models on the PS1 models look really good up close, in my opinion. but they can look really gnarly far away. Like Aerith does not look too hot right now. Like
Yeah.
something's wrong. Something's going on. Her 1 pixel eyebrow. Yeah.
Her massive forehead.
Yeah. That was such a good line from Tifa, though. That
Well, you like giving
sure?
speeches
Yeah.
just as much as your father.
That's such a zinger. This line is really weird in the OG here, too. Can't remember what it is. It's just kind of nonsense.
This whole bit is kind of awkward because they dramatically run off at Cloud's
Right.
command, and then you just instantly cut back to them here.
Yeah. Heligunner is first, right? So I gotta remove this?
No.
It's not?
100 Gunners first.
Oh, okay. Rufus is after, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't get what you meant there.
What'd I say? Heligunner?
Yeah. You'll notice even though we went out of our way to match the remake names in the mod, we still tend to use the originals because we're
Can't
old
remember
men
them.
who aren't
Yeah.
used to the new things.
Yeah. Do I have 3 magnifies? That's good.
You get one from the beginner's hall, you get one from the
Oh,
getting
I got a bunch of
red.
stuff.
I don't remember where the second one came from.
I guess I'll put Aerith in. No, doesn't matter. No, I want her in the front row, right?
Do you?
Strike
This is a
staff.
long range fight, so
Well, I'm not thinking about this one.
you're thinking about what if you got into a random encounter.
Yeah, what if something happened?
The actual boss arena for this boss is like maybe one of the best in the game. But man, that transition
Yeah.
into the fight. If I were doing this, the screen would have started shaking and Aerith would have been looking around. And then the fight would have started.
Yeah. You want to talk about the unused animation here? Or,
Oh.
yeah, unused
Well, not
attack.
unused anime.
Yeah.
During the second phase of the fight, the arsenal. Okay, the arsenal here was going to have 2 potential attacks it could have used. I think I forget what we called them, but one of them goes unused for
It's
whatever
like
reason.
It's like secondary
It's
pulse gun. I don't know. Secondary sub-primary gun. Something ridiculous.
it wasn't that stilted.
No.
Because in this phase now, he just spams primary fire. But
Right.
it's very likely he would have had a chance to use this unused alternate attack that's like sub-primary fire, I
Yeah.
think. And it doesn't have an associated animation in the final version of the game. So he just fucking like... The game defaults to the very first ID when it doesn't have animation assigned. So what he does... And the default just happens to be like the throw animation for Ultima Weapon. So he just fucking shoots Ultima Weapon at
Like
you.
the yeah,
and
like
uses
the
that
actual
attack.
weapon that Cloud has.
Yeah, it's really funny looking.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Retaliation. Obviously, it makes more sense in Rebirth with his whole revenge gauge thing.
Yeah,
And I guess
I
like,
really didn't
that's
want
what
to
limit
change
breaks
Sled
are.
Fang. We initially didn't match that one until you came up with that little rationale.
Yeah.
So.
Right. This is harder than I remember. This guy has a lot of HP.
Anyway, for the PC version of this mod, I did restore that attack, and I gave it a its own unique animation
Mhm.
instead of the funny, dummy one it uses.
What did you say? You have the unused attack in SAC?
There's 4 unused attack animations left over in the game.
Right.
2 of them are really unfinished looking, but one's just like 2 missiles being shot. So I used that animation. It looks alright.
Right, I remember that.
Eventually we'll stream that, and I can just really agonize over every little thing I did. Maybe after we do the full, like, definitive version after
right, I was gonna say
comes out.
After R3. Yeah, Castamere, that's a good strategy. I'm not that good. It's too high level for me. I do remember this fight being kind of hard. Not hard, but like a bit of a difficulty bump. And then Rufus
My first playthrough...
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's asking, sorry.
I know which
carry armor really got me,
Yeah.
but that's one that gets everybody.
Yeah.
And I think I wasn't good at using materia the first time I played, so I think I actually had a lot of trouble with the final boss. It's like, FF7 is a comically easy game, like 80% of the time. So when it actually expects you to be a little more strategic, it can kind of mess you up.
Yeah.
If you aren't playing that carefully.
Yeah, carry armor's hard. Lost number gives people... Oh, Materia Keeper. Materia Guardian, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big bump. And Godo
really
also, if you're not prepared.
At least in Godo's case, it kind of depends when you do it.
Yeah. Yeah, he might be super easy.
If you do it early, right when you first, can, it's a pretty hard fight.
Wait. I didn't, Got to remove.
I think I had somehow or other had the Ginatak insta-kill spoiled for me, so I just did it.
See, is there any point in doing this? I'm just gonna attack him, right?
Yeah, everybody uses Phoenix Downs for that, but just use like an X potion. Same effect, less chance of missing.
I always use X potion, yeah. Doesn't it give you an X potion in the cave?
I think it does, yeah. They really make it easy for you.
This
here's
line's
a line.
Mistaken in the original translation. It sounds like he's...
Oh, in the original translation they have it so he's telling Cloud that Sephiroth is an ancient.
Right.
Like it's, did you know Sephiroth is an ancient? And then Cloud's like, whatever.
Yeah. Instead, he's expressing surprise that Cloud already knows Sephiroth is an ancient. Knows. Yeah, Demon Wall, that's another hurdle.
Alright, Rufus. This is your single chance to be cool in the whole game. Before you start being a giant fucking idiot. I can't believe you just killed a dog like that, man. What's wrong with you?
I take care of business. Does that do more than just attacking him? Yes.
Rufus is a very straightforward guy.
Is there a reason I'm not hitting him? Is that a mechanic? Or terrible luck?
I think that's just bad luck.
Okay.
Cross slash can inflict stop. I think you just stopped him because his cape stopped glowing. Oh, there he goes. That helicopter is also an enemy, fun fact. Or at least it's kind of internally considered one, so they can have it back there.
Just like in Remake.
Oh, you know, the face textures aren't messed up here.
Yeah, obviously.
I guess it's just a PC issue.
Yeah.
On PC, like a lot of the enemies that have eye textures, they're just rendered too high on the model for some reason.
Yoink.
Another incredibly granular thing I fixed.
Motorball.
I don't think FF7 really has anything that, like, specific for its, like, enemy drops. Arios.
RP is a true... They intended for the helicopter to attack Cloud every now and then in this match. Not that I know of. I don't think it...
No.
I mean, it's just a... It doesn't have any, like, attack data on it, that model.
It's just a background element.
This FMV is so awesome. So badass. They did a good job with this one in Remake.
My only problem with the remake version is that they stop it halfway through so they can all react to the whispers.
When? Oh, what?
After they burst out of the window.
Alright, yeah.
Parks for a minute.
That's true.
At the whispers surrounding the building.
You do lose a little momentum, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, but I just meant like the stuff leading up and Cloud bursting out of the window is awesome.
Cloud nearly hitting Heidegger with the bike is pretty good, and then how he throws the sword into the window before breaking out of it, it's really good.
And the music is great there.
Especially if you have the bat equipped.
Right, the nail bat.
Yeah.
If anyone ever wants us to slow down on the text, let me know. We were kind of just speeding through it.
Yeah, we were going really slow when we were reading it.
Yeah, I had been thinking about it for a couple weeks. It's like this, at that rate, we were gonna take like 100 hours.
And my throat kept being really sore by the end of these streams.
Oh, mine's still gonna be.
This FMV is real good. They needed more like this, honestly.
Yeah, they should have thrown another $10 million at it. It's so good, man. The sense of movement is really good.
One little detail I really love in fucking Dirge of Cerberus, when you come back here, the Shinra side is still broken, where Aerith just crashed through it.
Yeah, that is good.
Or no, I think Tifa's driving. Whatever.
I like that that sort of that, what the hell do you call that, on a highway when you got that sign overhead.
Mm-hmm.
It's still got like a bit of funk to it. Doesn't feel super sanitized the way it does in Remake. Like it's still got a bit of
really
grunge.
Really good joke about that in this comic.
What does he do?
It's like, well, the sign just says nonsense on it, and he's like, Cloud's like, well, I think we gotta take a turn at right arrow diamond.
Definitely says like 5, right? Sector 5?
It's like 5W with a little squiggle on it.
In the in one of the Ultimanias, they have a planning document that has the exact path of the escape route. It's really neat. And they followed it more or less in Remake.
I really think them having the Ultimania just to look back on probably saved their asses on a lot of things.
They owe so much to Studio Bent stuff.
I think a lot of those planning documents just don't exist otherwise anymore.
Yeah. I mean, Remake would be a totally different game without those. I really think so.
Weirdly enough, in the PC version of this minigame, there's 3 biker types. There's also a blue one.
Oh, but they don't update the
PC
text,
version.
right?
What?
Like the instruction for the game doesn't take that into account.
I guess not. Because, yeah, in the PS1 version, there's only 2. The orange ones and the red ones. Not that you could even ever fucking see this, but the PS1 version of this model of the car here, Aerith and Tifa actually have really terrible looking crude faces.
Yeah.
They are completely faceless in the PC version.
They're not the Chocobo models, are they? They're different?
No, they're unique.
We should try to use those in a video somehow.
I've
you
wanted
view
to
them?
get the...
You can't.
In the model viewer, yeah.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
I've wanted to get the PS1 versions of the models to fix it in the SAC, but converting assets from the PS1 version to the PC version is not really doable in most cases currently.
Yeah, the tricycle car. That's so cool.
I just had to bully a certain man I know for like a year to get the battle arena models ported over from PS1 for the debug one.
Is Tifa not equipped?
No. Motorball's not that hard anyway.
Oh, Barrett isn't either. Did I have oh, when Tifa was with me, I was able to run for a minute. We'll get there.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about like teen-rated games where you have your protagonist have these comical weapons. It's like if you did FF7 with any kind of mild realism, you'd just be like goring people left and right.
Yeah.
I feel like they were kind of trying to play with that. Oh, I guess I shouldn't talk about that. That's a spoiler.
For Rebirth?
No, for the original game.
Or
do
we
even
not?
care?
I thought that was a joke.
Okay, well, I think the fact that you're just so casually murdering people all throughout this game, like the troopers, is supposed to, like, in a way, make it hit harder once it turns out Cloud used to just be one of these grunts.
Yeah.
That you've been fucking mowing through. I mean, like, I think that might be the reason they actually let you spare the, parade crew on the submarine. Because that's something that was... Are you gonna die?
Who knows?
Like, the dialogue for sparing them is the last text on that whole map, so it was pretty clearly added late. And that's one of the first activities Cloud partakes in after coming back to himself, so it's like, I don't know, maybe he has a little more sympathy for these guys now than he would have before. It's getting dire.
I mean, I'll be fine. I'm just sorry it's taken so long. Alright.
Dude, what time is it? Yeah, we could probably get through the flashback if you want.
Yeah, let's do it.
After that, we might want to end, though.
I won't take time getting
somewhere else to be.
I'll get the enemy skills off screen. This is a great shot.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand why it's not in remake.
Well, it's on the Ultimania cover.
That's true.
Certain people I know took that as an insult.
I mean, if you had like, right after that scene with Cloud and Sephiroth at the edge of creation, if you then just saw them going right back onto the highway, that would be so stupid.
Yeah.
That would be terrible. I guess people miss this map too. This is pretty iconic. The music is the first time you hear this music.
Oh, that gate back there says 07, but that leads to Sector 5. I think the Cosmos upscale map actually fixes that.
Huh.
Funny enough.
Not bad.
This like glass barrier surrounding the slums never comes back in anything.
Right.
So that's always been kind of memorable to me.
I mean, do we ever see the edge of Midgar in anything other than like First Soldier? Up close, I mean.
The remake, you kind of see it from afar when you're with Aerith on the rooftops. And it's a big, like, stone wall, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in retrospect, China Ware, it is kind of a strange cover choice. To have it at the end of the game. Not only at the end of the game, but in a scene that you never see.
An interesting decision for sure.
And then Rebirths is sort of just, I would assume, like around the grasslands area, right?
You're making me realize
well, no, you
have
have
no memory.
You have all of the
Rebirth
characters in your party. But maybe like after going back to the Eastern Continent. Well, whatever. It's not the end of the game. Is the point?
Oh no, you can't get that close to Midgar and Rebirth. There's like a security checkpoint the party refuses to go through.
Let's get the special line.
Yeah, I'm happy they accounted for that. That's really funny.
They have something like that in FF8 too. Oh, sorry, just fantasy. Saw you too late.
Their reaction if you take Red and Barret is also pretty good.
Alright, let me just equip them. Did I get anything new? Wait a minute, does she not have a new weapon yet? Oh.
She does, you just never equipped it. Fool that you are.
How do I sort these? Right here?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh, you know, I didn't think about this until now. What the item sorting probably doesn't work right on this PSX port of SAC because they're not going to alphabetize right.
Yeah.
That was something I had to edit in the EXE to make work correctly.
Right, assess would be sense. Huh.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's interesting.
Yeah. There's
Actually,
just
I have no idea.
I mean, there's nothing
if
we can do about
the
that.
Materia for it.
You
either.
did. Okay.
Oh well. Only losers alphabetize their items anyway.
What do I press here to get to the materia screen?
I think it's the shoulder button.
It's the other way around. Okay, it's square. I got it.
Oh.
Oops. He needs this, right?
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at what Chinaware wrote.
Yeah, you're not as good at all, I guess, but writing the word materia after the name of every materia in this menu is a pretty big insult. Do they do that in the menu in Remake?
I think so, yeah.
That is a little annoying.
We wouldn't be able to match that if we wanted to.
Yeah, wouldn't fit. Wait. Losing my mind. Oops. Alright. It's Mosey. Yeah, it seems distracting. I mean, I assume it's there in... I don't know, actually. I don't think it's there in the Japanese. Thinking about it. Maybe it is.
I always thought the Shinra Building looked really fucking weird on this world map model.
Right.
What is going on there?
What's that, like, cone or that cylinder? What the hell am I thinking of? That dish around it?
Oh my god.
That hollow thing?
Is it supposed to be like the spotlights or something, but it's broken? That's my bet.
The spotlight's coming up from the ground toward the building?
Yeah.
That might be it. I don't know.
There's
That would be
something
funny.
to investigate.
Yeah.
Like, is the black part of the ring around the out... hold up, go back.
You want to look at it again?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's spend an hour doing this.
I guess I could do it on my own time.
I'll rotate towards it, but I'm not gonna walk. That's my deal.
Yeah. Okay.
What is the enemy skills I can get right now?
You can get Matra Magic if you
I know
encounter a
that.
sweeper.
Yeah, what's the other one?
I think that's it for right now. Okay. I get the feeling that black bit on the exterior of like the plate sticking out is supposed to be transparent.
Right. I don't
I should
understand.
take a look at that model.
I sort of understand what you're saying about the spotlights. That would be very interesting. Alright, let's do this.
Can't believe it took us an entire day to walk here.
I'm just gonna talk to that one guy.
Nope.
Nope.
I wouldn't talk to most of the townspeople till after the flashback because a lot of them have dialogue that affects love points, but only if those members are in your party. So you could just miss out on a ton of them if you don't do it now. Yeah,
I just
this
want to
guy.
talk to this guy. Wicked long sword.
There's a different NPC that will comment on Sephiroth being there only after the flashback.
Right.
So I get the feeling that being like that now is a mistake.
Well, right. I don't know. You don't think it's trying to indicate that Sephiroth came into the town before you got there and was still there when you arrived, but by the time you leave, he's gone? I feel like that's kind of creepy. Always like that.
I don't know. There's an unused line of dialogue not associated with any NPC in the town that I gave to that guy for this time frame, where it's just commenting on how Shinra's fighting Avalanche.
Yeah. Well, you see
I...
RP8564, it's because Sephiroth can summon his sword.
Like it's
which we now know from Ever Crisis. Yeah, it's a Keyblade. I mean, I always just assumed the sword was part of Genova that just sort of left stuck in Shinra's back, right? That makes the most sense.
In Advent Children, he can just materialize it from nothing.
Yeah, so. But I mean before Advent Children.
I don't want to think about it that much. Who cares?
Sephiroth was much older than me.
Them establishing he can make it change length at will was so fucking funny to me. It's like, it's been 30 years, guys.
Yeah.
We don't need to address this now. It's fine. It's pretty much just so little baby Sephiroth could still use it without it being, like, comedically long.
Actual sword would have fallen into life stream by OG logic, yeah. Or what, yeah, right? Yeah, Cloud throws him in with it. Yeah. I mean, he's still holding on to it. But yeah, nah. Well, his body disintegrates.
To not think about this ever again.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Look at this loser.
Fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm glad we never see this guy again.
Now this guy back here, he's a real man.
This guy is awesome.
He's standing up in the truck.
That guy, I feel like if they were to like do some big twist, they'd make it probably be that guy.
Yeah. You know, if this were like Star Wars, we'd know that guy's entire life story. Yeah,
there'd be a Wikipedia article on him like 50 pages long. I was watching Star Wars and there was like this little blue guy playing the flute or something. And I was like, oh, I gotta look up this little blue guy. And I looked him up on the internet and there was like a 50-page article about, he had like a first and a last name, maybe a middle name too. It talked about like his upbringing and like his mother. He was like a single mother working hard to feed her children. It's unbelievable, the Star Wars canon.
I watched, like I told you on Discord, I watched Andor recently. And I ended up watching Rogue One and then A New Hope back to back right after, and it's
yes,
so
it's
funny.
Max Rebo. Yes, thank you, Cat Black.
Like, well, first of all, Rogue One doesn't even really work that well after Andor because they just never acknowledge anything that happens in Andor. In like, what's his face, whose name I should remember by now, Cassian. He's like, I've been with the rebellion since I was 6 years old.
Right.
And it's like, that's a big stretch for him to say after you actually get his backstory. And then, of course, in A New Hope, the rebellion is just some schmucks in the woods and not like a whole big...
There's another Star Wars guy named, like, what is his name? Like Count Poofton or something. Like a guy with a really long neck. I went down a whole rabbit hole with that guy.
There's an iconic guy with ice cream machine in Empire that has an action figure in a whole backstory.
I really, like... I love that sort of rain texture at the front of this truck. I never really looked at it.
Yeah, we should get back to talking about this game, shouldn't we?
This is like one of the best scenes. Man, we've spent so much time with this scene in particular, though. Partly because it plays twice.
Yeah.
Or plays 3 times, depending on which version of this game you're playing.
What?
Well, if you're playing Archaeology,
Oh,
you
right.
see it. Yeah.
In the 7-7.
Yeah. This is great, too, the way it comes in along the path of the rain so that the rain looks like it's falling slower.
FF7 is like really cinematic when it wants to be.
Yeah. This
They don't do
battle
it
is
much, but like
unbelievable.
to me, the like biblically accurate version of that fight is the dragon kills Cloud and then Sephiroth just destroys it effortlessly.
Well, Sephiroth does 1 hit, Dragon kills Cloud, and Sephiroth does the 2nd hit.
Yeah.
But you can only get that if Sephiroth's locked in his command for the 2nd hit before Cloud dies. Or does he only have 50% chance of healing? That sounds familiar.
But I had to get it like that for one of the videos for the ending shot. I think
for the
it
short,
was the initial,
right? No?
No, not for the short.
Oh, it was
one of the older. Was it the Jaws one?
Yeah,
I think
it was Sephiroth. One. Yeah. Silent Hell, I agree. I was kind of confused. Like, I saw when I was playing Rebirth, or well, watching it for the first time, they had costumes. I'm like, oh, they're gonna go all in with this. Like, we're gonna have 15 costumes per character at the end, surely. And then you wind up having like 5 or something.
If they believed in fun, they would have just done like a DLC that ports over a bunch of
I honestly wouldn't have even
ones.
I wouldn't have grudged them like a $5 DLC for another 10 outfits.
And of course you can use mods to just get the characters looking however you want. If you need Tifa to be wider than she is tall, they got you. But, you know.
Those chosen by the planet. Does those... Wait, what is the version where it's just the... sort of like the heartbeat and the doom?
Is that even like a unique track on the OST?
That's what I was gonna ask.
In game, it's a separate track, but I don't think it's on the OST like that.
Okay. I mean, because during that fight, it doesn't have like the refrain or the chorus or whatever you call it.
The refrain doesn't start until iconic mother line later on. By the way, all this is ripped out of Crisis Core.
Yeah, a lot of Crisis Core stuff here. I do not like this line.
You've never articulated to me why.
It works if you're like reading it aloud, but if you're, I don't know, just how was it? Out of context.
I mean, I guess you could make it like, how did it look?
Yeah, maybe. Like I would probably say like, how did it go? How do you do it again? How did it go again?
Personally.
Yeah.
There, this line here by Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Only line of this scene that's never been in any other depiction of it.
Yeah.
Not that matters.
Although I guess Cloud says you can smell the Mako when they get in the reactor, or Barrett says it maybe, right in the beginning.
Yeah, in Remake. You know, Rebirth doesn't have that truck by the front gate. That's something Tifa comments on in the live stream scene, so clearly it's going to be ruined forever.
Yeah. Clearly it's going to be completely different.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a Cybertruck out front. It's going to be bullshit.
This is what all of our town's budget went to, Cloud. My dad's really terrible at these things.
We drove it once, it exploded. I don't like this either. It's too stilted for Sephiroth in this scene. I was really hoping Rebirth would change some of these lines.
What?
Some of Sephiroth's. Just like this right here. It's just, he's not supposed to sound that cold. Getting nervous?
Look, I had to keep it.
I know.
Okay, I coulda fixed it. By the way, that Zack's entire character came from that line of dialogue. If you pick the other option. He's like, "Don't miss your chance to be a hero."
Right.
It's like, okay, there's Zack's entire character. Good job.
Right.
What?
I don't know. This is all in Rebirth. Rebirth does quite a bit of... Oh, right, we haven't done a Rebirth overlap video, so we could comment on that a bit.
Oh, yeah. A lot of the dialogue in the flashback is either in Rebirth or in Crisis Core, so our quote translation kind of ends up just being a hybrid of them.
Yeah.
Like, this entire sequence is in there.
You a shoulder?
I think we changed the little boy's text because it didn't really work that well.
It didn't work as
in
written.
Text form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Make sure you join the army, kids, just like me.
When you turn 14, you get on that truck. Tifa's house is such a strange map to me because they never have like anyone here, ever.
Yeah.
In the flashback or in the present.
It also seems like the idea was to communicate that they were maybe wealthier than the other townspeople because it's a huge house.
It's a big house, lots of beds, lots of furniture.
Yeah.
Tifa has a fucking piano.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want to comment on overly mature underwear?
Oh, right. So in the original, they're orthopedic panties, right? So the idea is that it's supposed to communicate that Tifa is trying to wear an older woman's, like, you know, sort of skimpier thong type underwear, but I think that the original translator took that as like overly mature, as in like geriatric, and so they made it orthopedic underwear. Or maybe it was sort of to just soften the adult theme. Might be, yeah.
Where they kind of seem to be censoring things, though it never quite gets to the point where it's like maybe this is just a bad translation instead.
Yeah.
And her from our favorite FF7 character, Emilio.
Emilio. No one cares.
Like we all read Crisis Core. They mentioned him in the novel. Surprisingly present character for being nobody.
I just want to do all this because I want to get him to say it all in the live stream sequence.
Yeah. Of course, in Rebirth, they apparently originally did the joke with the underwear and then cut it. Cowards that they are.
I jammed on it.
Something that really gets me in Rebirth. They have the letter on Tifa's desk. Mm-hmm. You just can't read it, and it's really strange to me.
No, the letter's not exclusive to SAC. Anything you see in this mod, this PS1 ROM hack we're playing right now, will not be exclusive. Or no, well, that's not true. But you won't see like
Well, the translation's different.
the translation's different.
The game, it's the same.
Yeah, like there won't be like new items to interact with, since it's just a text-based patch, like script-based.
Yeah, this isn't the version with all the cut content restored. This is just the new translation transposed into the PlayStation version of the game.
Yeah, Emilio's suspicious. I think the very beginning of this is there's overlap in the Japanese, but because in Rebirth Cloud's standing outside the door.
Oh yeah.
His mom says something right different here to him in English, like "come over here" or something.
She's like, this line after. Yeah, here, I think she's like, come in, come in.
Yeah, I think
he's standing outside.
Yeah, come in.
But most of the scene is word for word identical, even in our version, so...
Yeah.
That's the kind of microscopic little compromise nobody's ever even gonna register.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, I don't know, you make a video out of it like we did with Remake.
All of the lines from that overlap video are so stuck in my head, the English lines. I'm listening to them over and over while editing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the exact intonation.
I think that's why people kind of get annoyed that we did that, because if they're familiar with the remake scripts enough that they'll, like, just kind of hone in on those.
Right. Well, I think also when people don't play it and they see that there are remake lines in it, they just assume like half the script is like that, when in reality it's like 0.5%.
Yeah. Like, I was vanity Googling the mod like a week ago, as I tend to do.
Mm-hmm.
And someone had brought it up on 4chan, of all places. Is saying, like,
Lord.
This is how I prefer to play the game, and they had a screenshot from the website, and like all the responses were like, compilation, no thank you. Like, yep.
It's too bad, man. I really really wanted to resonate with the 4chan community. That was my target audience.
Oh yeah. See, if they were who we were pandering to, there'd be a lot more of Tifa saying slurs, actually.
Yeah.
Zangen's such a funny character to me, because he feels like somebody that should have just gotten cut entirely before the game came out, but he didn't. So he just kind of here and never really comes up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yes, he seems that way, especially because he doesn't come up again later, right? Like, it seems like they're setting up a whole thing for Tifa with him, which they were. And then they cut, like, his primary purpose and so now it just feels like his inclusion is pointless.
Like, in the content mod, you would have seen him again.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that was the original idea, is he was going to confirm that all that did happen, but they didn't think it was...
Did I just break Aerith's ghost by doing this?
What did you do?
Talking to the innkeeper?
If you ask him to tell you a story, he will break Aerith's ghost.
Alright, then I won't ask him that.
The other thing is, if you go see the kids in the church, the bit where he recognizes Cloud won't happen. It's the other way.
Oh, I guess I didn't do that. Yeah. Breaks in 2 unique ways. Oh.
You know, he's not talking about outside. He's actually talking about the interior of the inn.
Now he's talking about that
Lucrezia
that picture next to him.
collapsed. Oh yeah. I believe this is I don't know enough artists to make that joke.
No, he's gotta be talking about outside.
I know he is. Looks like we actually get a scene with Lucrezia here in the flashback.
Right, I mean, why wouldn't he say, like, this inn room looks familiar, instead of this view out of the window looks familiar? One of Rebirth's best songs plays here.
Oh, when they're climbing the mountain.
No, when Tifa comes in.
Oh, the
banjo.
Old Western version.
Tifa banjo, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So Rebirth did save us from the Crisis Core version.
There's a Crisis Core version of this line, and it's abominable. And we had it in there for
very briefly.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
It's like, what was it? Ask anyone around. I don't remember.
No, it was really bad. It wasn't even that coherent.
Yeah.
I like this part in Rebirth. I like the first half of the flashback, I think. Thinking about it.
It starts going downhill after the reactor stuff.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but it's not as strong. Yeah, this looks so much smoother on PS1. I like that the sunspot flickers there as the peaks go in front of the sun.
I think 8 is where they really started to become kind of the square we know that does all the really flashy animatics, but they had some good stuff in OG FF7.
Yeah, 8 looks so good on the PS1 playing it.
I don't think I've ever gotten an encounter here in the flashback.
I don't think I have. That was really disorienting.
Cloud just dead instantly.
Great. See this naked baby. Oh, it's not naked?
You know, it's funny, they use the same little angel and he uses, you know, Heartless Angel in the final boss. It's like he's doing the opposite. It's symbolic.
Prefer Rebirth's depiction of Mount Nebo like as an environment or this sequence?
It's more of an actual mountain and not like the slopes of hell or whatever. Like, look at that. That's gnarly.
I think the environment's really good in Rebirth, yeah. I don't really have much to say about anything bad to say about it. There's like streaks of Mako as you get further up in Rebirth. I think so, in some of the caves, yeah. Yeah, this flashback was really special in OG. We were looking at Be sure to go outside after ending the reactor. Alright. We're looking at the FF10 Ultimania, and Nochima had a comment there about how after 7 came out, he was sort of going online looking at, you know, people on forums talking about the game. And some people, or I guess a lot of people, relatively, sort of accused him of being kind of trite by using flashbacks as much as they did in FF7.
Oh, that's stupid.
And I was like, yeah, that's just... Some of the best parts of this game are the flashbacks.
This sequence... I'm pretty willing to be critical of a lot of FF7, original FF7's writing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as it holds up.
I just want you to look at Tifa's face right now. Did you see that?
Oh, she didn't have one? Yeah.
She just had like 2 eyes at different corners of her face. Alright.
Here's a scene that could have used the mouths too.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just gonna say the writing for this segment in particular has always struck me as holding up really well compared to a lot of the rest of the game.
Considering that after Calm, you have to go to I mean, I would say Junon is not very story heavy, right?
Not particularly.
I would say like it's not until you get to Corel where you start getting some sort of compelling story with Barrett and Dine. So if Calm weren't this strong, there would be a pretty big gap of suspenseful, riveting writing.
Like what the fuck is Tifa doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think FF7's weakest segment probably mostly is the after Calm, before like the Temple of the Ancients. There's just this massive stretch where you get some decent little character episodes that are individually interesting, but the larger narrative thrust just kind of ceases to exist.
Mm-hmm.
And since so many different writers are handling each segment, it doesn't really feel like character development is progressing naturally.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Barrett, you get the whole thing with him realizing he's fighting for revenge, not to save the planet.
Mm-hmm.
But then in, like, Gongaga, with that cutscene and in Cosmo Canyon around the fire, it kind of ends up backtracking a little. Because different people were writing all of these sections.
Yeah.
Like, this whole flashback is Nojima, so it feels like... What am I even saying? Very cohesive, I guess.
Deliberate. Feel very deliberate.
Yeah.
In how it connects to the rest of the story.
But given what we know of the development, this was probably one of the later things added, so...
Yeah. Not implemented, but like... I don't know, I wonder how much of this was implemented. Right, yeah. No, this would have been implemented very late.
Obviously have no way of knowing, but I wouldn't be surprised if this was created at around the same time the live stream sequence was, given how tightly they tie together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you immediately exit after the map transition here, you can see some funny little things.
Yeah, just Fantasy told me I'm gonna do that.
I was just reminding you. Poor
Oh,
Tifa.
You just watch her.
Like, be bored, yeah. It's like a unique animation, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you should use that. Is it only for her cowboy?
No, Tifa's, all the different Tifa models
shared,
work
right?
together.
Okay.
Yeah. Because of her hair, she is a totally unique skeleton.
I think Quake 3 is Quake-ga. There's no A. Or, I mean, the second of the three A's does not exist.
It's... Well, I pronounce it Quagga.
Oh, it's Quagga. Yeah, you're right. Quagga.
That's kind of inconsistent between FF titles. That's how they did it here.
I feel like Quake-gaga makes the most sense.
No, I kind of like Quagga.
Quagga just sounds like sound a duck would make.
Too bad Donald Duck can't use it.
Maybe he can. Is Quake-ga in Kingdom Hearts 3?
I don't well, the cops are breaking in. Our operation's been busted.
Yep.
I do not think Quake has ever been in a Kingdom Hearts game. At least not usable by the player.
Alright.
Since we've mentioned him a couple times now, it's very funny to me. Crisis Core just conveniently edits around the mentions of Gast here.
Yeah.
Like, they do the Mako fountain scene earlier, but they end it before Sephiroth does the whole bit about Hojo was an inferior replacement for his predecessor.
Yeah.
And here they cut out Sephiroth's kind of saying something similar.
I don't really understand what they're trying to do with Rebirth by cutting the Gast stuff down. Surely they've made a decision about what to do with him.
Surely. Sephiroth does still mention him in the flashback, it's just not as in-depth. Then they wrote a ton of references to him in Cosmo Canyon, so...
Well, like Easter eggs that most players are not going to see.
Yeah. They haven't written him out, is what I'm saying. But I do think Gast is a lot like Zack, in that he was added later on just to fill in some loose threads.
I always read this in the switch line from The Matrix. Do you understand that?
No.
Have you seen The Matrix?
No.
No, you're kidding. Are you serious?
Very uncultured, I'm sorry.
That's not culture, that's just like basic upbringing.
When I was from ages like 5 to 14, all I wanted in my life was Sonic stuff. Then after that, all I wanted was FF7 stuff.
If you watch The Matrix, like, so many cultural references will become apparent to you in retrospect.
I know the stupid slow-mo thing and the pills and the one and shit like that.
It's great. I mean, at least watch the first movie.
I've seen all the Star Wars films, and I've seen, like, Blade Runner and shit.
That is impressive, Satya, to have not seen any of those. I feel like
all the Harry Potters.
If you haven't seen any of those, like, you should keep it going. Just don't watch them.
I have not seen any Lord of the Rings films, though.
You know what you should do? You should see the worst one in each of the...
What?
Like you should watch just the third Hobbit.
Film.
Just watch just the third Hobbit movie. Don't watch any of the other ones.
Yeah, alright. My other big thing for a while was reading manga.
I was talking to my mom the other day and she's like, I've never seen a sequel movie. And I was like, that's bullshit. What are you talking about? That can't be possible. But I think she hasn't. She's never seen a sequel, like a movie that is a sequel to another movie.
Show your mother Shrek 2, the ultimate sequel.
Right, but not Shrek 1.
Not Shrek 1, no.
Man, I'm sorry. This is one of my favorite scenes. We're just talking about anything but FF7.
So, do you know how many times we've collectively run through the fucking Nibelheim flashback?
Yeah, there is this. You gotta understand, we've seen this scene so many times.
It's a very good scene. It is like the narrative, one of the narrative hearts of the whole game. This game would not work without this sequence. But like, man, go back out.
All right.
Here's how they keep you from wandering around town. I like how they're all facing, like, down and to the left for some reason.
Yeah, what are they looking at? Are they pointed at the same thing?
Oh my god, oh my fucking god. Oh
Is it the entrance?
God, I know what they're looking at, god damn it. Right now you're Flashback Cloud, which for some unknowable reason has a different model than normal Cloud.
So they're looking at Cloud exiting the inn? Or no, entering the town?
No, you don't get what I mean.
What?
Normal Cloud, who has the same exact model of this, but is a different group, is probably placed somewhere over there and to the left. Like at 0.00 on the map.
Right.
And they're all facing him. Meanwhile, you're Flashback Cloud, and they're probably supposed to all look at Cloud when he exits the door.
Right.
But instead, they're looking at regular Cloud and not young Cloud, so they're all facing the wrong way.
Well, Brian stops looking that way. Brian starts looking over there after you speak to him.
Sorry, that's just something like when you control Tifa later, a lot of NPCs default to looking at Cloud when you talk to them, so you'll notice them just mysteriously looking off into the distance instead of looking at Tifa. Because they're all facing Cloud's invisible model in the middle of the room.
Social commentary.
That's what's happening.
They're looking for the man in charge.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this dialogue managed to survive into every version of this.
Yeah.
Except in Crisis Core, they give that a specific date. In Crisis Core Reunion and regular, it's still X's.
The Dirge Manor is awesome. Probably my favorite place in Dirge.
Oh yeah, Dirge's version of the fucking Shinra Manor puts rebirths to shame. It's really funny. It is like a one-to-one recreation. At least the upstairs, the basement's way bigger, but you know.
I loved the upstairs of Rebirth's Manor. That was partly why I was so disappointed. Like the atmosphere when you're walking there with the townspeople at night, right? And it's a really cool atmosphere. It's kind of spooky, but it's also sort of like this sort of early autumn feel. And then you go in and it's really beautiful and detailed, and you want to just like be able to explore it for at least 10 minutes or something. And there's just just a straight line to the elevator.
Yeah, that's my problem with it. It's just the Haunted Mansion queue or something.
Yeah.
I was going to comment on that dialogue.
If it had looked less appealing, I almost would have been less disappointed, you know?
This is just wow, nobody has ever seen the fucking basement. It's just a straight line to this elevator that isn't hidden by anything. Okay.
Yeah.
And like Sephiroth there kind of laments Professor Gast. which always read to me originally as like maybe he knew Gast somehow when he was young, even though I'm not sure that cracks out timeline-wise.
Definitely knew him, or at least encountered someone who talked about him a lot, or found a book about him. Like, there was some sort of more than a passing acquaintance or a passing familiarity.
And I was kind of wondering if First Soldier would have developed that at all, but it seems like that idea is kind of just dead and buried.
Is there a Gast in FF1? Is that true? I don't think I knew that.
Gusto. As our dear friends on the Reunion translation rendered it.
No, really? Gusto?
Yeah.
Like when you eat with great gusto?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose they're both kind of food related.
All I know is that him being named Gast makes me think of Dr. W.D. Gaster from Undertale, and it makes me laugh. Especially since just Who Are You from the soundtrack is literally just Gaster's theme. But I don't know if anyone here will understand what I'm fucking talking about.
Yeah, any Undertale Deltarune fans? Tony Fox fans?
My burden is to be like early Gen Z, so I still have a lot of fucking millennial interests like this, but I also like Zoomer things. I don't know. Anyone out here watching The Amazing Digital Circus?
I'm not.
New episode, huh? Yeah, I didn't think so.
So this sort of
funny thing about...
Oh, go ahead.
Let's go. This dialogue here. We got this from Crisis Core, but not even like a main Crisis Core story scene. It's one of the fucking DMW scenes you can get.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Sephiroth.
Right.
And of course, Rebirth cut this thing out entirely, so the entire idea that Sephiroth thinks he's an ancient just almost completely lost in Rebirth, and that really bothers me.
Right, and he says a line in Remake that doesn't reappear in its original context in Rebirth, which, like, clearly they were planning to put in, and then they just ditched it.
Okay, after the plate fall, you know, this happens in the original game too, and they carried it over pretty much one for one in the remake.
Mm-hmm.
You get the Sephiroth flash where he's like, "In my blood,
through my blood,
my veins flows
through my veins flows the blood of ancients." Yeah.
Yeah, that line is in remake. It's not actually in the flashback, funny enough, but they included that, and then they completely cut out all the context of him thinking he's an ancient in Rebirth. So it's like, what the fuck, guys? You know, you could have stopped progressing the text so we could appreciate that more.
Well, I didn't. It's so good. That's fantastic, yeah.
Top tier moment there.
That line is the same in Japanese, but they changed in Rebirth to, what is it? It was one of the ones we rejected, because it's just too iconic.
Yeah.
Every
time we get to reject them doing something shitty, we get a dozen retaliations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, I liked the Steel Skyline much better than what they replaced it with. They were cowards. They shouldn't have done that.
That was not worth it.
like, even that guy dying on the ground there, his text is in Rebirth.
Yeah.
Too, identically. Like, for some reason with the flashbacks, they really pay attention. And that's how you know that the changes they made were, like, really deliberate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's got his eyes open in the PS version, too.
Yeah. Hot take, they have never done this better than they did here, either.
Yeah.
Advent Children's probably second best.
AC is cool.
Is
but you don't really
miserable.
see it in context in AC, so it never hits as hard.
They use it in Crisis Core too.
Yeah. Crisis Core has other problems with this scene.
Yeah.
Like finding a Phoenix materia in the well real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What's the jacket shirt you're wearing? Thank you very much. This is actually something I got with a gift card that I got for Christmas. It's from Banana Republic. I can't remember what it's called. I'd have to check. But thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna, in our Discord chat, just send you some stuff I want you to show on stream once we're done with the game.
Okay.
And then after that, I kind of gotta get going because I have plans
All right.
in a couple hours.
We could also show the trailer for the next video.
I can pay
You
out
could
for
save
the
that.
Discord, or for the Patreon.
Yeah,
for
that's
that.
true. Yeah, if you want to see the trailer for the next video, that's actually up on the Patreon now. I like this room in Rebirth.
Yeah, I think they did a good job. It looks a lot better
It's
than
really
the
good.
Crisis Core version.
Yeah. Yeah, they nailed the lighting.
Okay.
When I did the Zack, you know, the thing where in the Zack video where Zack walks into that door and then he walks back out, did you just use that map and program it? I know, I'm saying when you did it, did you just program him walking back out, or was that a green screen?
Yeah. Okay, what I did is I edited the field scripts to have him walk back out instead of, you know, being flung out by Sephiroth. And then I recorded it once with the regular background and then again with the green screen background.
Right.
So I could just fade between them
Mm-hmm.
and then have him get, you know, like into the static outside of reality because he wasn't real yet. Or whatever that bit was.
Is that the only slow-mo in FF7? Maybe it is.
Slow-mo.
When Tifa's falling down the stairs?
Oh, that's just the animation. It's not actually the game's
No.
not running slower.
But it's implied slow-mo, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, this is one of our FMVs, and I don't think it quite converted over so well.
It looks fine. No, I mean, it does look like a PC FMV playing on a PS1. There's a little bit of junk with Sephiroth's hair.
Yeah.
And then I think in the zoom up...
Because he had to compress it a lot to get it to actually fit back on the PS1 disc.
It looked okay.
Yeah. it's fun fact with that, to get a clean version of that FMV without the baked-in subtitles, Square released like this demo CD with some Japanese computer that had just a bunch of the game's FMVs on it in like slightly different versions of them and in slightly higher resolution than they are in the actual game. And on that, they had a version of that FMV without any subtitles, so that's what I used. And I had to color correct it because it was like green for some reason. And sorry for anyone with epilepsy.
Yep.
And that's where my story ends.
This line gets switched with
Aerith.
Barrett. Yeah, Aerith gets switched. Barrett says it in Rebirth.
I don't think any of this is like the same.
No.
Oh yeah, she's like, "Are you saying I'm a dumbass?"
Yeah, it's good.
It's funny. I don't mind that they rewrite most things. I think remake script tends to be a little more natural feeling for spoken language, as you know, as you might expect.
Yeah, definitely.
But it is kind of nice when they keep some of the original dialogue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean the Japanese script is super overhauled just for that reason too, to have it spoken.
I do think that's another reason remake lines might pop in our script though, because the English script is even more like formatted to sound natural.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, whatever.
Good grief.
Yada yada does.
I think that is what he says, or I mean, let's see, does it?
JoJo is another cultural touchstone I have engaged with.
But only the Japanese dub?
Well, I read the manga, the Viz version for most of it. I think I watched the Part 4 anime though, and I'm pretty sure I did it in Japanese.
Hmm.
Okay.
Did you send the videos?
Yeah. We can look around town next time. I kind of gotta get going soon.
Yeah, no, I was gonna go right out. What is it? One chapter? It's the very next one?
What?
What did you send me?
Oh, I sent you Cloud, After Platefall, and Tifa in the Shinra Building. Since those are semi-relevant to what we just played.
Alright. Folks, give me a minute to download this. I want to download it because... Oh no! The audio on my... Hold on 1 second.
Get new headphones, you motherfucker. Buy ones that are less silly looking that you won't be embarrassed to be wearing for most of the stream. PS stands for like personal handy system.
Alright, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, that was pretty painless.
What does PHS stand for again? It's like kind of an old Japanese cell phone.
Yeah, I know the Japanese. Is it personal? I mean, the Hensei. Is it just personal Hensei system? That doesn't make sense. Party Hensei system. No, that's like the joke. I think it's like personal handy phone system.
Okay, that's what I thought. Personal handy system.
And then it's personal hensei, or no, party hensei system, which is like party formation system, is the gag in Japanese.
Also, Red still has it and On the Way to a Smile, and it's not a thing in remake. Hope someone got fired for that blunder.
Oh. What is it, like an app on his phone? Or
No, he just has the actual clunky old thing,
That's
and he
funny.
uses his nose to type the numbers, and it's silly.
Alright, 1
I
second.
have a terrible.
Is Tifa first?
No, Cloud's first.
Uh,
I sent them to you in the order to play them.
Yeah, only downloaded in a different order.
Oh, you're downloading them? I thought you'd play them off the browser.
No, because when I play them off the browser, the whoops.
Oh, the video quality does take a hit.